I really have to get a studio to do Spazzing Out America's podcast. My daughter, it sounds like my daughter's having a temper tantrum upstairs. You're not going to be able to hear it. I mean, you might if I be quiet. You might hear the floor pounding. I do my podcast out of my basement in Revere, Massachusetts. I live one street back of the beach by Kelly's Roast Beef, and I broadcast or I stream and do my podcast from my basement, which you could get Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. You could go to anthonypaziali.com. And over 500 episodes. I stream on Rumble, I stream on Twitter, and I stream on YouTube, and sometimes I do on Twitch. But for the most part, it's on Rumble. So you can find me anywhere. Just look up Spazzing Out America's podcast. But I gotta get a studio. I got when I am compelled to do a stream, which I try to do one a day, right? I try to do at least one podcast a day. Sometimes I do two. Today it's my second one because I want to talk about the shit show that is the Republican Party, my party, the infighting in my party that's absolutely driving me nuts. The fact that they haven't selected a Speaker of the House, the fact that we're going to go a day without members of the without a new Congress. No one got sworn in for their, all the people that were just elected did not get sworn in. We have a half-assed Congress because the Republicans can't get their crap together, but yet the Democrats have no problem rallying behind the biggest liberal mutant they could find. They went out and they found the biggest liberal attorney they could find. I mean, he's now a representative from New York, from Brooklyn. They went out and they found Hakeem Jeffries, who I thought it was Akeem, like Akeem from Coming to America, where they fuck you and fuck you too, right? Great movie, by the way. Guy has his own. I love the dad. He's like, when I mean he's got his own money. He's got his own money. We all want our daughter to marry rich. I do too. I mean, Jesus, I don't care. Please, I'm begging my daughter. When you bring a guy home, I want to see bank accounts, and I don't want to see his bank account. I don't want to see his bank account. I want to see his dad's bank account, his family's bank account, the real money. You bring home a union worker, I'm going to tell him to get the fuck out of my, bro. Get the fuck out of my house. Nothing against union workers. Love them. Great people. But get the fuck out of my house. Why, bro? Because you're going to blow your Neo in your fucking 40s? Beat it. I want generational wealth. I'm trying to trade my kid like fucking cattle. Let's get some money. That's a joke. It's a fucking joke. I'm not kidding about the loot, but I'm not trying to trade my daughter off. People take things too seriously. You might get in trouble. So let's talk about what's going on with the Republican Party. Here's what's happened so far. Today, they were going to try to elect the new Speaker of the House, which traditionally is a nice, easy process, or has been for the last 100 years. There's been no beef. You figure it out before you go in. The Democrats, before they went in, Nancy Pelosi decided she wanted to step down from leadership from the Democratic Party. The Democrats decided to rally behind Hakeem Jeffries. They could have went behind my Congresswoman, Kate, what the hell's her, Jackson? I don't know. I don't even know what her last name is. Jeez, I should probably look her up. But they could have, she's the second in command, or she's the third in command behind Aguilar from California, right? So they decide to rally around this guy. They've made their decision. They said, hey, this is our guy. So they go in, they nominate him for Speaker of the House. That's what happens. You can nominate, someone can nominate whoever they want. So boom, he gets nominated. Every single vote, they've had 3 votes now. He's got every single Democratic vote. There is no beefing, no fighting whatsoever happening in the Democratic Party. None. They're all on the same page. They're in it to win. They've all aligned, all the super left, all the progressives, and all the Democrats that are, I guess, the opposite of a rhino, right? In name only Democrats, they got on board. All the moderate Democrats got on board. All the liberal Democrats, they all came together. They figured it out and they said, yeah, we're all going to get behind Hakeem. And they did. No problem, no beefing, no infighting. That's why they fucking win all the time. That's why they win. Us, we can't get the fuck out of our own way. The Republican Party continues to lose elections. It continues to lose on bills. It continues to fucking lose because they cannot agree and come together and make things happen as a whole. There is no solidarity in the Republican Party. It's ridiculous. Yes, I understand that a lot of people do not like Kevin McCarthy. I get it. But the majority of Republicans do. The majority do, and you super duper donkeys, there's 20 of yous, 20 Republican representatives continue to vote against McCarthy, which drags this fucking thing out for another day. Yes, I like Jim Jordan. Great guy, but he put his support behind McCarthy. I like, what's it? I was going to call him Rip Roy. That would be a great name if the guy's name was Rip. Chip Roy from Texas. Love him. Guy's got balls. He's definitely somebody you can hear. Can you hear my hot tub in the background? He's definitely someone that would make great as a leader. But not enough people support him. Not enough people support Jim. More than almost 200 have, it's like 190 something has supported Kevin McCarthy. End this bullshit. Make the guy the damn Speaker of the House. He already moved his stuff into the office. God, just get it done. Just agree. And then let's start the indictments on these liberal mutants. And by the way, for the Democrats, your boy Hakeem is an election denier. You know how you guys hate election deniers? You know, and all the Republicans, you guys are election deniers. How dare you deny the election? And rah, 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 rah. Well, in 2017, you should go back. I retweeted it. You should go check out my tweet. He was an election denier. He said there should be an investigation into the legitimacy of Donald Trump's presidency. Election denier! Election denier! That's what I feel like when I'm talking to one of you liberal mutants and you go, oh, he's not. Trump's continuing to deny the election. I can't stand it. Because you guys do the same thing. Yes, we do the same thing. I'm not in for that. I'm not one to deny elections. I'm not here. Listen, this is me. The referee says the play on the field stands. I'm fucking over it. That's it. It was not a touchdown. It was a touchdown. It was not an interception. It wasn't an interception. There was a fumble on the play. Once the ref has made his decision and the review is done, I'm out. I'm moving on. I can't put sand back up in the hourglass. Drives me nuts about Trump. And I love Trump. I'm sick of hearing about election fraud. Now, let me back that up. I'm not sick of hearing about election fraud because I do think we have election fraud. So, yes, it needs to be reformed. This is why the Republicans need to get their shit together, vote for Kevin McCarthy so that they can work on bills that can protect voters and in elections. But what's in the past is in the past. It's not getting redone. So stop bitching about it. That's it. It's over. It's gone. You got outsmarted by the Democrats. The Democrats used the laws. Here, Mr. Trump, I love you, but I'm going to use your wording versus you. You used the laws, the tax codes, and the laws provided by the land to not pay taxes. Those codes were set up and they're rigged so that billionaires can do that. That shit's unfair. But you did it. And I back you and I say, you didn't break any laws. I'm happy for you. The Democrats use the laws of the land, the election laws, and they absolutely kick your fucking ass. They kick Republicans' butts because Republicans are too busy bitching about trying to change it. How about win the fucking election first, then change it? How about use their dirty tricks? Get out there and ballot harvest. Get out there and go door to door and make sure that people are filling out that fucking that mail-in ballot and that it gets mailed in Republican instead of bitching about it. Get it done. Think about this, Donald Trump. You got the most votes ever. The most votes ever for a sitting president. The most ever. Imagine if you guys in the Democratic Party, we all got together and you guys said, hey, listen, there's nothing we can do. It's mail-in ballot. Forget fighting it in court and that shit. We're going to go out and we're going to get as many people as we possibly can. We're going to go door to door. We're going to spend we're going to pay people $50,000 each. They're going to pay Anthony Pazziali $50,000. He's going to go to every house in fucking Revere and make sure that they filled out their ballot. And if it's a Republican vote, he's going to pick that shit. He's going to take it to the bank. Democrats do it. They do it. They get people bus driven to the polls. They make sure that people fill shit out. They go to the damn nursing home and they're having everybody there fill out that shit. We don't do that stuff. We complain. All we do is fight with each other. Leave the fighting after the elections. Get elected. Win. Take control of the House of Representatives. Get your damn house in order. And then you guys can infight. And then you can infight. You're going to blow the whole goddamn thing up. And I don't want to hear. And listen, man, I love Lauren Boebert. Who wouldn't? Political smoke show. Just, Lawrence, listen, sweetie. And Matt Giza Sheets from Florida, or wherever the hell he's from. Listen. Just listen. Don't say you're gonna you'd rather vote for a Democrat. They only need 6 votes, bro. 6. If 6 Republicans decide that they would like to side, they're never gonna. I mean, listen, wouldn't you rather have Kevin McCarthy run the show, the lesser of two evils, if you don't like him, than have a super duper lib? I mean, this guy is extreme. He's Liz Warren liberal. He's all up in the climate change. He's all for making the switch from fossil fuel to nothing but electric, and lying to you at the same face because the people who are in favor of electric, what you continue to forget is that the way the electric grid runs is off fossil fuels. If you don't believe me, why don't you go take a goddamn look at what's happening in Europe right now? Windmills, the fucking windmills aren't helping. Solar panels aren't helping. It's less than 1%. Less than 1% of the energy is produced by that shit. God, it drives me absolutely bonkers that people can't see it. I couldn't be. Is that how you say it? I couldn't be, or it could be. I don't know what the wordage is. I'm upset. It frustrates me to no end that the Republican Party continues to be their biggest enemy. In the midterm, they were their biggest enemy. They couldn't get together. They couldn't win together. Mitch McConnell was sending money to the wrong fucking people, taking money away from the wrong people. They couldn't all just come out, all of them, as a team. Sorry, for the midterm election, I would have had Trump, McConnell, McCarthy, DeSantis, all these dudes. I'd have them. I'd put them on a goddamn train, and I'd go Lincoln style from country to country, state to state. I'd go state to state together, win as a team, and then you guys can beef about policy and what things are more important to you. But no, we continue to lose elections to guys that are half dead. They're half dead. And no one sees the problem in it. Like, someone needs to sit down with the 20 people that continue. So right now they've had 3 votes, right? The first time around, so every single time the Democrat Jeffries has won. And well, he hasn't won, but he's got the most votes, right? So every time around, he got all the votes from the Democrats, 212, because they got their shit together. And so there were 3 different runs at it. McCarthy got the second most, and each time he either got a little less or a little more, right? So he got, actually, I think every time he got 20 against them. So whatever the math is on that, I don't have it in front of me, and I'm not trying to do it because I'm half a Todd. Point is, 20 Republicans continued to vote against him. Last time they voted for Jim Jordan. I don't know if he got nominated twice, but the first time around, he wasn't the third nominee, and I don't know what the guy's name is. Point is, they continue to nominate a second person in the Republican Party that keeps fucking it up. You guys need to work it out. So tomorrow, they have adjourned. There's going to be no more votes taken to see who's going to be the Speaker of the House today. Tomorrow at 12 noon, they're going to get back together. Between now and then, you guys need to figure that out and go back in and say, we're going with Kevin McCarthy, and everybody votes. You move on. You swear the rest of Congress in, the rest of the House of Representatives in, and then you immediately start unpacking the bullshit bills that have been forced on us by these Democrats. Immediately. And then from there, you guys figure it out, and you come solidly behind Donald Trump, and you say, hey, listen, we're done with the infighting. We get 2 years to the 2024 election. We're going to support one candidate. We're going to put all our money behind one guy. We're going to back the fuck out of this guy. Win, lose, or draw. We're going with one dude, and we're not going to split the vote. We're not going to split the party, and we're going to attack, and we're going to win, and we're going to make America great again, and we'll put America first, and fuck the liberals that are trying to screw us over, that make your energy cost more, your fuel for your car cost more, your food costs more, that don't give a flying fuck about you, that come out on TV and they say, oh, we don't want people to vote. We don't want you to be able to trade stocks, but they don't say anything about their goddamn retirement fund in which they trade stocks in, and that they get to pick the stocks that they have millions of dollars buried in it. They're full of shit. But we can't even goddamn elect the Speaker of the House when we have the majority, because we got 20 people that can't get the fuck along to help out the American people. Pisses me off. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for listening.